Welcome back to Stuff That We Like / Enjoy, at least at this point in time. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Christina.
And we're the Castanettas. And today, we're doing something very special.
Yes, it is our annual Spooky Christmas
episode, even though it's after Christmas.
Just a couple days after Christmas.
Just a couple days.
So we were really busy and out of town up until Christmas.
Yeah, but we got there.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, if you've been listening to us for a year, last year around Christmas, we did our first spooky Christmas episode talking about clown sightings in Kansas City. So it's very interesting. Yeah. So today, my topic's not based around something spooky in Kansas City.
Oh,
but something spooky.
Something still spooky, though.
Christmas spooky.
Christmas spooky. Yes. Okay. Well, excuse me, I burped. We're going to continue on, and I'm going to ask Christina, what's something you like / enjoy about this spooky Christmas?
So for this spooky Christmas episode, I wanted to talk about a myth or a lore of like a creature, a cryptid, one might say, if you're into that world. So I was trying to think about, should I do Bigfoot? Should I do, what's the one up in Michigan?
The Michigan Dogman.
Dogman, but I want to do something kind of Christmas themed. So I found Grýla.
Grýla?
Yes. Do you know of Grýla?
I think you've mentioned Grýla.
Okay.
I don't know much other than the name.
All right. Well, she is an ogre that lives in Iceland.
Grýla.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about her folklore.
Okay.
She is the child-eating ogress of Iceland.
Okay.
Spooky.
Ooh.
So Grýla is one of the most terrifying figures in Icelandic mythology. She is said to be a massive, hideous, giant troll.
Mood.
Some say an ogre, some say a troll. I'm not really sure what the difference is. One lives under a bridge, perhaps. Do you know if there's differences between trolls and ogres?
There is in the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. What is it?
One's a troll, one's an ogre.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know they are different.
Well, for the sake of this, I'll just call her a troll, although sometimes Grýla is mentioned as an ogre. But she lives in the remote mountain cave.
Wait, did I say troll and ogre in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Okay, there's no ogres. My bad.
Okay.
What? Hang on. There might be ogres.
I think there's ogres. There might not be trolls.
Are there ogres in Lord? Oh my God, it popped up first thing. It heard me say that. Yes, there are ogres. Okay. But I know there are trolls in Lord of the Rings. So, anyways, now that I corrected myself, continue.
Yes. So Grýla, she is a massive, hideous, giant troll who lives in a remote mountain cave in Iceland, specifically in the lava fields area of Iceland, of which there are many, so I'm not sure where exactly, but maybe that's part of the mystery. She's often described as an enormous troll-like being with hooves, horns, multiple tails. Some people claim they've seen her have up to 40 tails. And she has a grotesque, wrinkled face that strikes fear into the hearts of children and anyone else who sees her. Yes.
Pretty spooky.
Yes. So her name, Grýla, comes from the Old Norse language, and it means growler or grumbler. So it reflects her constant bad temper and her insatiable hunger. And what does she hunger for, you might ask?
Children.
Specifically the flesh of naughty or disobedient children around Christmas.
Okay, I see where this is going.
So here in the States, you've got to be good because Santa's watching.
Yeah.
And you might get coal in your stocking or no gift if you're, naughty because Santa sees everything. Well, in Iceland, if you're bad, Grýla will come and eat you.
The Iceland people are very blunt people.
Yeah, it's a harsh and cold land.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, according to legend, Grýla ventures down from the mountains during the Christmas season to hunt for misbehaving kids, whom she boils alive in a massive cauldron to make a Christmas stew.
You think that she thinks we're like frogs, like we don't notice we're being boiled?
No, I think they're bad kids.
So it's a punishment to be boiled alive.
Then she's hungry.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe children taste better than humans.
If you had adults. To eat human flesh. Had to.
Yeah.
Are you frying it? Are you boiling it?
Oh. Well, I would imagine if I had to, it would be a situation like I was lost in the woods, or like that soccer team, I think, that crashed in the mountains and they ended up having to eat each other. I would assume it'd be over a fire, because that's what I'm thinking would be the most desperate of situations.
Well, it could be whatever you want in this scenario.
Oh, well, that'd be the only scenario I would want to eat a human.
Okay.
Yes.
So you pigeonholed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you would cook yours over the fire.
Yes.
Cook your man meat over the fire. Yeah. Or woman meat.
Yes.
Okay.
No, don't discriminate.
I would probably, man, I'm going to go campfire as well. It just feels like a campfire thing to do. Anyways.
So there are some writings about Grýla, some different rhymes and poems that people have written describing what she looks like based on their firsthand accounts of seeing her, allegedly. There's one that describes her as descending from the fields with 40 tails, a bag on her back, a sword in her hand, coming to carve out the stomachs of children who cry for meat during Lent. So Lent is a season in the Catholic tradition where you're not supposed to eat meat for 40 days. So like I mentioned before, like American parents telling their kids to be good or they're going to get coal in their stocking. Icelandic parents would take it a step further and tell them that if they broke Lent by eating meat, then Grýla would come get them around Christmas and put them in a stew.
Gryles.
Yes. There's another poem that I found. This one's a couple hundred years old. From her cave on Esja Peak. Apparently that's a place in Iceland.
Esja?
Yeah. It's Esja.
Esja. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
She stirs. Grýla, with tails a-whip and eyes aglow, sniffing the air for the scent of fear, of children who wander where shadows grow. She comes at Yule when the nights are long, her sack heavy with the bones of the lost. Peering through frost, her hunger a song, devouring the naughty no matter the cost.
It didn't rhyme at the end.
It was like an every other kind of a thing.
And then they forgot to write the last line.
Well, it rhymed with lost before.
Oh, it did?
2 lines before.
I apologize.
Yeah, but it wasn't a very good rhyme. Yeah.
Lost and what was the last word?
It's cost.
Cost and lost. Yeah,
but
okay.
This might have been translated from Icelandic, therefore maybe there's a little bit of rhyming discrepancies. Would you like to know more about Gryla's family?
Tell me more about Gryla's family. And that's an original thought I had.
Thank you. Well, her family is a little bit spooky as well. There's a whole clan of trolls that live in Iceland.
Okay.
And they're mischief makers. So she doesn't operate alone. She's part of a dysfunctional troll family that amplifies this holiday horror saga. So she has had multiple husbands, and her current one, it's her third. His name is Lepului. That's my best interpretation of that in Icelandic. Lepului. He is a lazy, dim-witted troll who mostly stays home in their cave. And he guards the troll children that she brings back, or guards the stew that's full of the meat of naughty children, stirring it.
Okay.
Legend says that Gryla's previous husbands met a grim fate. Possibly they were eaten by her.
Tracks?
Yeah.
I want to go back to when you said these trolls were causing mischief.
Yes.
That seems like a very light term for eating children.
Well, Grýla isn't the mischief maker. Her 13 sons are.
Oh.
Which we'll get to next.
Oh, my bad.
Yes,
I'm jumping ahead.
That's all right.
So, Lippy Louie.
Yeah, so I would love, can you put a picture up on the screen?
I can.
Okay, cool. So there's going to be a picture on the screen right now.
Look at the screen right now.
Woo. And this is of Grýla and Lepului and myself in Iceland about 7 years ago.
You met them.
I was in Akureyri, Iceland. It's a town up north. And they have these massive troll statues of Grýla and Lepului. And so I posed with them. So just to kind of get a little bit of an idea of what they look like, you can look at this picture. And
look at the screen right now.
And they do like parades, and they'll like have trolls walk through the streets. So it's very much a part of their culture. And, you know, people tell their children that Grýla and Lepoli are real deal.
They have parades like that now with trolls.
With
but those are just
like
social justice warriors.
Oh.
The trolls walking the street.
With the blue hair.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
very funny.
go ahead.
Yes, gender neutral. Okay, now we get to Grýla's 13 sons. They're
Are
called...
you going to name them all?
No, I'm not. I could, though, if you want.
That's all right.
They're called the 13 Yule lads. So Yule is like Christmas time.
Okay.
Yule time. So Grýla's sons are kind of the star of this Icelandic lore. Her 13 sons are troll children, and they are pranksters, and they descend from the mountains one by one over the 13 nights leading up to Christmas. And each has a unique name and a specific habit that's tied to harassing villagers or stealing food. So there's a whole list of names of which I cannot pronounce, but they translate to gully gawk or stubby or spoon licker or pot scraper. And they do those things like lick people's spoons or scrape the leftovers from pots, or bull licker, hides under beds to steal people's bowls of food. Door slammer, slam. So if you hear a door slam in the middle of the night.
This is door slammer?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Sausage swiper. He hides in the rafters and steals sausages. The doorway sniffer sniffs out bread with his huge nose.
That's not a good name for him. Doorway sniffer, and he steals bread.
Well, in Icelandic, it's gata bifur.
Okay.
Yes.
Worse.
Yeah. Yeah. And then last but not least, we have Jólakatrin, the Yule cat. So
Okay.
this is the family's massive black pet cat that prowls the countryside and devours anyone who hasn't received new clothes for Christmas, which symbolizes the need for children to help with wool work before the winter. So in Iceland, they're big producers of wool. And so Icelandic farm workers, they would help make wool. So it's kind of incentive to get your kids to help spin wool to make yarn, or else the cat specifically will come and get you. So there's lots of ways to be punished by Grýla, the giant troll, by her 13 children, or the Yule cat.
It seems like instead of a bunch of trolls, this is just like a really ghetto family. Like a woman on her third marriage. Both of the husbands before have been killed. And then 13 children with multiple daddies and a cat that nobody likes, you know?
Mm-hmm. And the third husband just stays at home and stirs the stew.
He stirs the stew. He doesn't have a backbone.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you. I'll just sum this all up with some documented sightings of Grýla and her family.
I love it.
The earliest documented sighting was in the 13th century Icelandic manuscripts, where Grýla is described as a monstrous troll roaming the highlands. Villagers report seeing her silhouette against the mountainside in winter, luring children with her deceptive calls before snatching them. So be careful out there. If you hear her call, do not follow.
Be careful.
One tale from the 1600s tells of a farmer who saw Grýla descending with her sack during a blizzard, her multiple tails whipping in the snow, and he hid his misbehaving son and offered Grýla his sheep instead. So she left, leaving behind giant footprints as a warning, and did not take her son, but took the offering of sheep.
That's so insane to think about.
And more recently, hikers in the lava fields, which is said to be Grýla's home, have recounted an eerie encounter during the Christmas season, which she's most active. While exploring caves, they heard growling echoes and saw a shadowy figure with horns. They later rationalized it to be winds and rocks, but locals believe it was Grýla guarding her lair.
Grýla. Up in the mountains.
Yes. So, spooky Christmas.
That was a great topic.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Yes. So what do you think? Do you think Grýla's real?
if it was just Grýla, I think that I might think she's real.
Okay.
But the fact that she has 2 dead husbands and a third, like, there's too much.
But the picture we showed, I mean, that's a believable sight.
That's very true. Look at it now. It's right there on the screen.
Back
Look
up.
at it.
Yeah.
I think that there's just too much modern family shenanigans going on for it to be like considered something I would think was real. If it was just one Grýla, grumpy woman who came and killed children on Christmas, I could be like, maybe it's a serial killer who ran amok and then had a bunch of copycats or something like that.
Yeah.
But I just can't get behind the family aspect of it, I guess.
It's too like Kentucky down south.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No shade on Kentucky.
A little shade.
Just Gatlinburg,
Just get.
which I think is Tennessee.
Yeah. What about you? You think she's real?
Well, I mean, I did see a replica of her and her husband.
That's very true.
So, I mean, I could be convinced. Yeah. For the sake of the spooky Christmas.
Woo.
Well, what about you, babe? What do you have for our spooky Christmas segment?
Today, I am doing a spooky Christmas segment on the Michigan Dogman.
No way.
Yeah. I think
That's
I told you I wasn't going to do this
awesome.
too. And
Well, I thought
I
about
did
it,
it.
and then I'm glad I didn't. So that's great. That'd been funny if we did the same topic.
I know. I was kind of hoping we would
Oh, we maybe should try that sometime.
just stumble upon the same topic.
Oh, no, just purposefully do the
Purposefully?
same topic,
Yeah.
but see what we present on it.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about this Michigan Dogman.
So, what is the Michigan Dogman?
Ooh.
It is a legendary cryptid from the northern Michigan folklore, described as a 7-foot-tall, canine-looking creature that walks on 2 legs with amber or glowing eyes. A little bit on the history of the Dogman, since you asked.
So it's a 7-foot dog that walks on its hind feet.
Walks on 2 legs
Okay.
and has glowing eyes or amber eyes.
I guess it could
They're
walk
not
on its
sure.
front legs and just have butt up in the air,
I guess so.
like
mean-
hands standing around.
That's true, but well, is it eyes on its butt though? How are they seeing its eyes? It's glowing eyes.
Oh, I said its hind legs, and you were like, acted like there could be another alternative.
I didn't guess.
You're like, it's back legs.
Very true.
With glowing red eyes.
With amber eyes
Amber,
or
okay.
glowing eyes. So they're either amber or they glow. They haven't decided yet.
Okay.
The people haven't decided. I'm sure the Dogman has
Right.
decided what color his eyes are.
Yes, there we go.
Or hers.
There we go. Don't discriminate.
That's right. The history of the Dogman myth started in 1887 when 2 lumberjacks reported a creature with a man's body and a dog's head. So it was seen in Wexford County in 1887 by 2 lumberjacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lumberjacks, they seem like pretty trustworthy folk.
I mean, I would trust a lumberjack.
Yeah.
If it was between trusting like a lumberjack and a barista, I'm going with the lumberjack.
Are we talking troll-like baristas or just like your... What kind
We're
of
not
barista are we
talking
talking?
about door sniffer, the barista.
Okay.
We're talking about just a modern day barista.
Yes.
So the legend exploded in 1987 when radio DJ Steve Cook released a song called The Legend as an April Fool's joke. Listeners flooded the station with their own sightings of the Dogman afterward.
Interesting.
So from what I know about this song, it wasn't supposed to be about the Dogman. It was supposed to be about like cryptid myths.
just legends, like
Yeah.
Bigfoot, just things out there.
But it had so many similarities in his description of a cryptid to the Dogman that
Or
people
like,
started calling
this is
in.
what I saw.
Yeah, saying they saw the
Interesting.
Dogman. So he didn't even really write it about them. But that happened in 1987.
Okay.
And then a real witness story from an online account of a Dogman sighting. I have it written here. In the early 1990s near Grand Haven, Michigan, a young man known as Ben reported seeing the Dogman 3 separate times around his parents' driveway. He described he described the creature standing upright, silhouetted against the moon, over 7 feet tall, with a human-like outline. And the creature only retreated when he screamed.
Whoa!
The repetition.
Did he do this 3 times?
It's a great
I'm just
question.
imagining him.
It's a really good question.
Guy's like, oh no, he's gonna scream again.
Some 7 foot tall guy just getting screamed at
By a kid.
by a kid.
Imagine it's a kid. It's at his parents' house. I mean, he could be a basement dweller, 30-year-old, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, it says here his name Ben.
Yeah.
He didn't give us a last name.
just good old Ben.
Just good old Ben.
Yeah.
And Ben sounds like he's 30 years old and lives with his parents, honestly.
No shade.
No shade to Ben.
Yeah.
So moving on. So I thought we could explore a couple questions around the Dogman and cryptids in general. So first question, why do so many people across decades report similar features like height, amber eyes, and bipedal posture when it comes to the Dogman?
It's Bigfoot. His Bigfoot walks upright, bipedal.
Yeah. Do you think he's pissed? He's getting misrepresented in the media?
Well, maybe he's just like a less hairy Bigfoot,
Oh.
Yeah. Although
Medium foot.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that, if we're going with reality, I think people kind of get certain things in their mind of if they know it all about the Dogman, then they think they see something and that what they see matches up with what they believe it to be.
Totally.
And it could just be also a tall dude, walking down the street and little Ben's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do
you think?
Do you know anybody who's 7 foot tall?
I mean, I've seen a couple people that are 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
In youth group, there's a guy, he was 6'8". So I knew him,
tall.
which that's, not 7 foot, but I've seen like 1 or 2 7 foot people in my life, which is so unbelievably tall.
It's really tall.
Because that guy that I was in youth group with that was 6'8", he was insanely tall. So imagine sticking another 4 inches on that.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen 1 or 2 7 foot tall guys.
Yeah.
And if one of them was walking around at night
Yeah.
and just like stood at the end of my driveway, I would scream.
And had a beard, and you'd be like, oh my gosh.
Or was like wearing a hood.
Yeah, exactly.
Had a
You're
beard.
like, that is the Dogman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would freak me out.
Had glowing eyes.
Yeah. Dang.
Next question.
Okay.
Do you think this is purely folklore amplified by community and media, or is something else at play here?
I do believe, and this is going to be the mild conspiratorial part of me, that there is some sort of something very big in me out there that is like a Bigfoot or a Michigan Dogman, and I don't know if that's some sort of creature of the woods that's just normal. I don't really believe in there being like a hybrid human body with a wolf head kind of person. I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. I think some people probably saw just a really tall person.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than there was a Dogman situation. But I don't know. I'm a big fan of the podcast Blurry Creatures, and they had probably 12 episodes on Bigfoot, and I think one on the Michigan Dogman. I'll have to look into that for sure. But definitely some people's stories that, of course, they could be complete lunatics that are sharing in a very believable way, but I think there could be something. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
I think you're right. I think there's a big spiritual component at play. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you a scary story that happened to me?
Ooh, spooky. Is it Christmassy at all?
It's not.
Oh, goodness.
It was actually a dream.
Is the Dogman Christmassy?
No.
This is spooky Christmas.
I know. I had something spooky.
I love it. I love it.
But it's a dream I had
dream you
that had a similar character to the Dogman.
Okay.
So we're asleep in our room, and we typically leave the door to our room open because you like that for some weird reason.
You like it open because there's airflow to the house. And
Let's agree to disagree. It's me. It's totally me.
And if the door's only halfway open, sometimes somebody runs headlong into it and splits their head open and breaks the doorknob.
I have been soundly defeated. Thank you. So we sleep with the door open.
Yes.
I was asleep, and in my dream, I saw our room. I was asleep in the same position I was actually sleeping in, but there was a slight light coming in through the door to our bedroom. And I knew that there was a bipedal werewolf dogman creature in our front room. At least
in
7,
like our living room?
At least 7 feet tall.
Wow.
And he charged down the hallway, like making like the noise a werewolf would, charging towards you. Not snarling, not howling.
Just running
running straight at us. And then as he like got to our doorway, I'm seeing shadows. I'm seeing his shadow come to our doorway. And this is fast. This is probably 0.5 seconds.
Right, yeah.
I look up at the doorway, and I wake up looking up at the doorway.
Okay, wow.
Same place. The light's gone. There's no werewolf, obviously, but my body's in the exact position I was when I was in my dream.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it was weird because as soon as his heavy footsteps hit the what do they call it? The entrance of the door?
The doorway? The mantle?
Yeah, it's like you have the threshold of the door.
Yeah.
The light in the hallway went out. And that's when I woke up. It was like werewolf was there, the light was on, and then as soon as he hit the threshold, light went out, he was gone. I was looking at the door.
Crazy.
It was the most insane feeling I've ever felt coming out of a dream.
Wow.
Because I was convinced there was a werewolf or a dog man coming our direction.
Wow. Did he have the body of a man?
I didn't actually see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You just knew he was there.
I knew that I knew.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's my own survivor's story. I'm a survivor.
So serious. I love it.
I'm a survivor.
So he was like a spiritual dog man.
Definitely like a demonic spiritual attack for sure.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I can see this being a spiritual entity.
Yep.
That people just personify evil and see it in the woods as the dogman because they've heard the dogman described so many times.
And then you add any sort of substance like alcohol or drugs.
Oh, forget about it.
Perception if they're already aware of that. Could amplify it. I have a spooky story.
Okay.
Spook. It's very short. And it's not about the dogman. But it was my probably first or second year of college. There were some hiking trails up in Lee Summit, like 15 minutes from our house that I went with some friends. And we were driving onto this big, there was a big school or church or campus where we were going that we'd heard there was a hiking trails at. And it was a really cloudy, misty, overcast day. And we're driving down one of these little side roads and kind of a parking lot area. And we look over and there's a guy sitting on a bench, all dressed in black. And he doesn't have a head.
What?
I swear I saw this. He just didn't have it was just shoulders down, just a person sitting on a bench. No head. And I looked at him and I looked to tell my friends and I looked back and he's gone.
No way.
And I found out later on it's at Unity Village, which is this big cult.
No way.
That has a bunch of really weird spiritual stuff going on. And so that would be one of the few times I'm pretty sure I saw what I saw. Could have just imagined it. At that time, I didn't really know things like that existed. or would have known to imagine that. But that was one of the few times in my life where I'm like, I think I just saw somebody sitting there
Whoa.
without a head, but I don't know.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. The headless man.
The headless man of Unity Village.
That's actually dope.
That
of Unity Village. Yeah. The
I
headless
could
man
go
of
on a
Unity
podcast
Village.
and my whole story would be about 30 seconds long.
You're on Blurry Creatures
Yeah.
and that just ends after a minute.
And that's what I got.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah,
We should have
well,
just told stories. I have a couple more, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of done.
One time,
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I had just gotten a root canal done, and actually, I didn't know I needed a root canal. I got one done shortly afterwards, but my jaw and my tooth, just if you ever had tooth pain, it's some of the worst pain in your life because it's in your brain.
It's brutal.
It feels like it's in your brain.
Yeah.
And this was during COVID times when everything closed at like 9 p.m. And I was at home trying to sleep, and I was just like piercing headache, throbbing. And I didn't have any like ibuprofen or Motrin or aspirin in the house. But I would take a capsule of CBD each night for inflammation. And all I had in the house was some Benadryl. So I took a couple Benadryl. Well, apparently that is first of all, Benadryl is not a pain reliever, which I wish it was. But apparently taking CBD and Benadryl together can kind of amplify the effects of Benadryl. So I was there laying in bed in horrible pain, and a standard poodle walked into my room.
You say standard. What do you mean standard?
Full size.
Okay, a full-size poodle.
Yes.
Why do you call it standard?
Because there's like standard, mini.
Is there really?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Teacup.
So a full-size poodle
Yes.
walked into your room.
Walked into my room. And I knew that wasn't real.
That's super spooky.
But I thought it was at the time. I was like, why is there a poodle in my room? It's spooky.
Benadryl is such a crazy drug.
I don't understand why we're allowed to just buy it.
It's
honestly.
so insane.
Yeah.
Like it lowers I don't know if it lowers your blood pressure, but it's pretty dangerous.
Mm-hmm. You could really hurt
You
yourself.
could really hurt yourself taking
more than a
Benadryl.
couple, yeah.
And every time I take it, something weird happens in my mind. I remember as a kid, I had a teddy bear in my bed with me. I took a Benadryl because I was sick, and I looked at my teddy bear, and it turned its head and looked at me. It was like facing the opposite direction. It
Right.
turned around and looked at me, and I was like, What am I on right now?
Right, yeah.
Benadryl is just a trip, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're allowed to take that.
I know, right? I'm sure in other countries you have to like get a prescription.
For
I'm
sure.
sure it's not just over the counter.
Because you've been to different countries and they don't even give you, what is it? Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen, you can only buy like 8 tablets, which is something that I would,
Yeah. We get it
you
by the
could-
bucket.
I buy from Amazon a 1,500 bottle.
Lasts about a month.
No, I mean that lasts a long time. But you could just buy 8 at a time.
It's so crazy.
Even to get like Dayquil, you have to talk to a pharmacist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
Yeah. Well, that's what we got with our spooky Christmas.
Lastly, on this podcast, we like to recommend something to our lovely stuffies out there. So, Christina, what's something you recommend? I am stuffy right now because I'm partially sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Thank you. So I can say that like this. I can say it like this because I'm sick.
Okay.
So what do you recommend?
I would recommend that if you are going through a stressful season or a busy season or like the holidays where we've been around a lot of people, you're not feeling well, something like that. I feel in this like week of, it's not quite the new year. It's the ambiguous week of the year. Like going outside for a couple short walks a day. This is something we've done this last week. Like just going outside just for 10 minutes, walking around, and then come back and do your normal life has really helped me like not get in that like post-holiday funk or blues or like overthink what am I going to do with my life come January 1st now that I graduated from school and like I have extra time,
Yeah.
which means I need to do something. That getting outside and taking a walk in nature even just down your neighborhood street, breathing fresh air, listening to outside noise kind of just helps reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's been very helpful.
Yeah. Brings down your cortisol levels naturally. Yeah. Just good for you.
It's really, really good for you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thanks.
Mine would be
Don't take Benadryl.
don't take Benadryl and pain medication. My recommend would be to not let your emotions lead you. We talked last week or a couple weeks ago with Carson and Nate, and Carson made a very good point about the fog of war. When you're in battle, typically you're going to feel very confused, angry, frustrated, and that's normal. The important thing is that you're battling for something that's right and that you believe in. If you followed your emotions, then if you felt frustrated and angry in that battle, your emotions would tell you to get out of there and find somewhere peaceful, you know? And I had always thought, when I feel the peace in the midst of the storm, that means that's where I'm supposed to be, right? And I think for the most part, when you feel confused, angry, frustrated, and you're still doing what God what is telling you to do, you're right where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
There are times when you're going to ask the Lord for peace about a certain situation that you're moving into or praying about moving into, and that's very valid. I think you should follow that too. But for the most part, I think do the right thing and do what the Lord's telling you to do, and don't let your emotions lead you.
Even if it's hard or difficult or not really what you want to be doing, if you feel like the Lord has asked you to do it.
Yes.
That's great. With friendships, relationships, work,
Everything.
church.
Do the
That's
right
good.
thing. Yeah.
Keep going. Run
That's
the
right.
race with endurance.
Spooky.
This was a weird episode.
That's a weird app.
It was
I loved
fun.
it.
It was super random.
All right, guys. If you want to get a hold of us, you can contact Christina on her Instagram at.
See joyfully.
You can contact me at Caleb C Media on Instagram, Caleb M Castaneda at gmail.com. If you want me to shoot video, photography, or write music for you, I'm on all platforms under Caleb Castaneda. I also have a business called Moodwave Media. What's it do, babe?
Moodwave Media showcases nonprofits and churches in the Kansas City area and further abroad through providing social media and website videos, clips, all that good stuff.
Photography, anything under the sun, media-wise.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
You can contact us for this podcast at
Stuff That We Like podcast at gmail.com.
Send in your questions. Send in your topics you'd like us to do. Send in your reviews.
Yes.
And give us a like on Spotify and Apple. It makes a big difference.
Yes, it does. Yeah. And next week, we're going to be wrapping up the grand finale of our Enoch series. Ooh, spooky. Now, that was kind of spooky, some of that, which took us twice as long as we anticipated.
Oh my
so
gosh.
this is the season that just kept giving for about half a year.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty wild.
So if you have any suggestions or thoughts of what the focus of our next season should be, send that in too.
Send that in. Also, we're going to be doing a challenge at the beginning
Yes.
of this next year, selected by our listeners.
Yes.
So it could be a marriage challenge. It could be a physical or a health challenge that you guys submit on social media or through email. Feel free to hit us up and put your vote in for whatever you want us to do.
Yes. Yeah.
And we may do it.
Yeah, we're always loving to do 30-day challenges, 100-day challenges on various things. So we thought it'd be fun to do one selected by you guys, the viewers, the listeners, for the first 30 days of the year.
That's right. So get those requests in.
Yep, we'll be posting that on our Instagram.
Absolutely. All right, baby, you want to take us out?
Well, this has been Stuff That We Like / enjoy, at least this point in time, and we'll see you next week. Bye.